Okay. I am Professor TRS sir, teaching mechanics in Vidyanagar classes. Mechanics is a very difficult subject for diploma point of view, and the most difficult is force. Mechanics is there for mechanical group, civil, mechanical, electrical, production, and force contains a major part of mechanics syllabus. Now this is a graphical representation of force. But before that, let me explain you what is the meaning of force. What is the concept of the force? So what is the force? Everybody uses this word, but the exact meaning nobody knows. Force is external agency, push or pull, which changes or tries to change the existing state of the body. In both the cases, force taking place, whether it is changing or tries to change. There are two types of force, push or pull. Now, if you see the graphical representation, what is the component of force? First one, the point of action. Second one, the nature of the force. Third one, the direction of the force. And fourth one, the magnitude of the force. See, this point O will tell the point of action. This arrow tells direction. This length of OA tells the magnitude. And nature, there are two different types of nature, push or pull. If the force is directed away from point, just like that, it is pull force. And if the force is directed towards the point, just like that, anywhere, it is a push force. There are two systems of the forces, coplanar forces and non-coplanar forces. In our syllabus, we are having only coplanar forces. Non-coplanar forces mean forces which exist in space. That is non-coplanar forces. And non-coplanar forces is not in our syllabus. So we are not going to discuss non-coplanar forces. We are going to discuss only coplanar forces. Simple meaning, coplanar. If you are able to draw the force on a plane like a blackboard, they are known as coplanar forces. There are four different types of coplanar forces. And it is a very important question. For exam point of view, the question asked in this way, classify the forces and what are the type of forces. The first one, collinear force. If you want to explain collinear force, just go through the name. Collinear. Co means same, linear means line. If the forces are acting in a line, they are known as collinear forces, just like that. If suppose there are different forces, suppose this is F1, this is F2, this is F3. F1, F2, F3. All three forces are acting in a line, so they are known as collinear forces. The second one, concurrent forces. You might have known concurrent lines. What is the meaning of concurrent word? Concurrent means if they are meeting at a one point, they are known as concurrent. Now the second one, concurrent forces. Concurrent means if all the forces are meeting at one point, they are known as concurrent forces. If you want to make a diagram, this diagram is just like that. Suppose these are three forces P, Q, R. They are beating at point O, so they are known as concurrent forces. So if you go through with the name, you are able to define and you are able to make the diagram. Now the third one is non-concurrent forces. Non-concurrent forces. At its name, non-concurrent force. It means the forces are not acting at a one point. If the forces are acting any geometrical figure, they are known as non-concurrent forces, just like if the forces are acting along the square, rectangle, they are known as non-concurrent forces, because all these forces are not passing through one point. There are four forces, F1, F2, F3, F4, and all four forces are acting at different points. If the forces are acting at different points, they are known as non-concurrent forces. Now the fourth one is parallel force. Parallel force. In case of parallel force, if line of action of forces are parallel to each other, just like that. If line of actions are parallel to each other, they are known as parallel force. There are two types of parallel force, like parallel force and unlike parallel force. If line of action are in same direction, just like that, they are known as like parallel force. And if line of action are opposite, they are known as unlike parallel force. So it's a very important question. I have told you two questions, one small question for 2 marks and one big question for 4 marks. Question asked in this way, what is the force? Write the property of the force. So force is a push or pull which changes or tries to change the existing state of the body. Properties, magnitude, direction, nature, and point of action. For 4 marks question, classify the coplanar forces. There are 4 types: collinear, non-collinear, concurrent, non-concurrent, parallel. In case of parallel, there are 2 types, like parallel and unlike parallel. According to their name, if you remember the name, you are able to explain the definition as well as diagram. Just like parallel. Parallel means the line of action is parallel to each other. That's why they are known as parallel. Line of forces may be like or unlike. If all the forces are acting in same direction, they are like parallel force. If they are acting in opposite direction, they are unlike parallel force. So I hope you might have understand this topic. Thank you.